Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have just completed some space-time navigation events here in front of the ACT Theater. So they asked me to put this on a podcast for the rest of the remaining of what's going on. So here I stand uh, with the beginning of a course which have been moved around a vast number of classrooms today, but I've landed here on high energy impact universe sculpture here in front of the ACT Theater. Okay. So right now, you might want to get out your cameras, guys, out there, right? This is not going live. Okay. So I'm recording this and then sending it live, near live. Okay. All right. So I've got it over there in the corner next to Maestro, right? A high energy impact of which it's called this tree of light, the grand tree of, excuse me, the grand tree of mastery, right? And with that in there is a near light speed collision of a steel pole, right? Then I landed and embedded it into the tree itself. Since then, this asshole has come down and cut the tree down, right? And before and after me catching the grand staff of mastery in there, right? And then after the fact thereof of my landing, I come down here and find that the tree's been cut down and the pole is sticking out of the tree. Okay? And he's trying to make it. So he takes the tree upstairs, right? And difference thereof, of which there was 4 months of biological photosynthesis in that tree, right? He was going to sell the grand tree of mastery in pieces and make money. So when he brought the tree upstairs, it instantly released 4 months of chemical energy produced by that tree on the corner there, instantly blowing the planet into fucking pieces. All right, so this guy's a real fucking idiot. I'm sorry about the explicit here. Anyways, so this guy, that fucking asshole, it's like that in Final Fantasy VI and The Day the Earth Stood Still, just a fucking dick. Okay, so I just want to make sure that's what we're dealing with. So here I'm again in the class that using that landing there, and I therefore afterward made one full orbit of life in and around that tree staff being put in it and landed it again with the tree cut down. Okay? So when he came and cut down the staff itself out of the stump, it tore a rip in the crust of the planet off to the southwest, tearing the crust of the planet right off of its core, sending it out into space and destroying everything here. Huh? This is serious. Since then, I have remedied both those with the orbit and a vast amount of other effort here, in which I'm getting here the ability with this sign here to catch up to where the staff was pulled and yanked from the stump by this idiot, right? With a saw that comes from the future, right? Not yet made of steel. Okay? So this provides a paradox in which I can fly the whole thing out of here with a near light speed collision here on this sign, right here in front of the ACT Theater, which I've already done and demonstrated by example, the landing thereof, and delivering an orb oceanian or the universe here in front of the ACT with that kinetic energy impact on the sign. So what I'm going to do right now is show that I can then do a full orbit and catch up to the impact and go back around both directions here in front of the ACT Theater. So what we have now is the sun over there, which represents right, the impact on this sign, the kinetic energy of that. So see right there. Right there? Okay. So now with that, I have the great attractor down there and the rock itself here, which are all now sentient ability to be able to hear me as I present here and showing that we're catching up to where the staff was over there. So with this star here, we can then rotate the entirety of the universe in and around one of the largest cauldron drops ever seen, starting here, going all the way to this corner of the universe, to this side of the universe, and back over here, right, with one full overlap coming back and trying to catch up where the staff got ripped from the ground when he cut it down. So that pops up an Armageddon, what? Paradoxical what cauldron, in which now we expands out the space-time entirety of the process. And I stand here in front of the ACT Theater with the accomplishments of catching up to the Grand Tree of Mastery and the Grand Staff of Mastery here in San Francisco. Testing.